Deebo, 50-50, re-injured his shoulder, that hairline
Mm.
fracture he had earlier this year. They say it's not a fracture, so he's 50-50. What are your thoughts on whether he will be able to play? Have you ever had an injury like this?
Well, you're speaking to someone that's had two shoulder surgeries. Actually had to play through both of them. I remember playing through this left one. Uh, man, listen, story time with Bush again. Probably back in 2011, 2012 season. We're playing in San Fran. I have a jacked up shoulder from the year. I remember getting up that morning. That thing was all stiff. I had to do all kind of movements and mobilities just to get my shoulder back right. And you know how it is, man. It's playoff football, man. So what do coaches like to say? Are you hurt? Or are you injured?
Are
Some
you
guys are
injured?
really injured, right? But you still want to go out there and be a valuable asset to your team. You just got to make sure, as Deebo the person, Deebo the player, you're not putting yourself really in harm's way to do any more damage, but you're not really also putting your team in harm's way either by being really a liability out there.
There could be a situation where he's open and he can't make that catch or something. So, I mean, there's a thin line between wanting to play and hurting your team.
I understand that. I understand that. And I do feel like certain positions, certain injuries affect them differently. Now you're talking to a lineman who really needed his shoulders really for
Mm-hmm.
punch, stability, force. And I was able to play through that, with the right training staff, the right massage people, and the right medicine. If you understand what I'm saying, we had to hop aboard that T train, whether you're taking them by pills or you're getting that. You know what it is. I'm not gonna get into it a little bit more. But the things that you do as a player to get out there on the field, I understand, man. I've been around countless individuals who feel like they're like Humpty Dumpty, man. Like you got to put them together by game time, right? And what does that mean? That's tape, right? That's kinesio tape. It's different braces. You see the guys out there with the shoulder harnesses. You see the guys out there with the elbow braces, the knee braces, sometimes the neck braces. So you're just making sure that if you're going to go and put your body and your mind and your soul on the line for your teammates in this game, you just got to make sure you're doing it right. You're looking out for yourself. But, I don't know how that shoulder injury is going to affect him. This is a guy that's going to get hit every single time he catches the ball. And he's got to be able not to just catch the ball in this area around his face, chest, and stomach area. He might have to reach up, reach down, absorb contact from another player or the ground. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Deebo does actually play. If he does not play, his absence is going to be felt. You saw it last week versus the Green Bay Packers.
What you're going to have to worry about is kneecaps, too, because they're playing the Lions, and Dan Campbell's trying to rip off your
Hey,
kneecaps.
listen, you see how they rolling. You see how them boys in Detroit is coming. So it's going to be an exciting game either way. But if no Debo, I think this really opens up and really gives confidence to the Detroit Lions.
100%. The timing was off with Purdy and some of those other receivers. You could see it in that game. I think they need Deebo. Right now, he's 50-50, but we will see.
We going to see.